If you remember from the last video that it was a little unfocused, so I'm going to focus the first question a little bit more. Christian, can you tell me what your goals are for work? Wait for it, wait for it.
Well, overall, the goals are, to create a good teaching environment where people are ready to learn.
Mm-hmm.
That's an important part for me to serve the students. Another aspect is to do the research that really and that I'm passionate about. To further that, make time for that. And thirdly, also is to help the university, the community, and serve there and help move things along on that side. So those are some of the goals I have at work.
So it sounds like you have three main goals. One is about teaching, one's about research, and one's about service to the university.
Exactly.
Do you ever experience obstacles to those goals?
Oh, all the time. They aren't always compatible. There's some demands. Usually, teaching is something that you have your students. You know that it takes basically a lot of your attention during the semester, and then service, I would say, is also something that you have meetings, you have other people that have requests for you, so that also takes demands. Well, often nobody really pushes you to do your research. That's something that it's easy to avoid or easy to procrastinate on that, and you just have to make sure that you get the time windows. A great time is between the semesters in the winter and summer to do research, but if you only do it then, you're not you not have enough time to get it done. So it's kind of the obstacles that I guess you could say time management.
Yeah, I was going to say time sounds like it's one of the big obstacles. How do you make plans, or how do you address this obstacle? Do you have any solutions for dealing with the time constraints?
Well, not really. I mean, what I try to do is like I get invited to meetings, and I just try to evaluate. Well, is this a meeting that's actually that I can contribute to or not? And if I do, I try to really make something happen. If not, then maybe I'll take some kind of work with me to kind of try to keep things going. Or as far as the research, I try to just be efficient in what I do. Maybe also partner up with people. And what happens is that you have to do less of the work yourself, but more importantly, you have people that are waiting for whatever you were supposed to do. So that kind of helps with, just pushing yourself to, hey, I got to get this done. Now is the time.
Sounds like that sets up a deadline for you. That's kind of helpful in getting some things done. Notice he mentioned three things: teaching, research, and service. And he's kind of bouncing around between these. Try and focus in your interviews. If you had to say what's your one big obstacle in teaching, your one big obstacle in research, and your one big obstacle in service, what would those be?
I think in teaching it is with online classes to create an environment where people still feel like they have the social interaction that they would have if they came to campus. That's one of the challenges that I'm wrestling with.
How about for research?
Research, it's mainly the time to get it done.
How about with service?
Service, there it's more finding an area to contribute where you feel like, hey, this is actually something that is useful and not just a waste of your time, like where you can be effective and actually create some change or help with solving a certain problem.
Okay, if you notice here, I went sequentially through each of the three areas. Another way to approach this would be to really go into depth in teaching and come up with solutions and then do the other areas after that.